Hey guys, Crumterial here. Welcome to another Warframe video. This time is going to be the start of a new, mini-series because it's not going to be as much content. We're going to call this something like boss fights or similar. I'm going to just go over all the boss fights in Warframe in the approximate order they'll be encountered. I may make a few errors, but I'm going to try to minimize those. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Well, let's get moving. Okay, so ordinarily you start on Earth, but you can't actually defeat Vahek here. And his irritating laugh and whatnot until you're mastery rank 5. Since you start out at 1, we're going to have to kind of do some other things first. So we're going to have to go to, I think it's Mercury. I thought it was Mercury was first, or Venus. Alright, so I was pretty sure Mercury was before Venus, but you kind of have to clear, the game kind of more or less forces you to clear a path over to Mercury. And the boss on Mercury is over here at Tolsta. It's Captain Thor.
You're making this too easy.
Now, it's going to depend on what frame you have, and so on and so forth. Since I'm part of Steel Meridian, I have the Vakar Heck, because it's a syndicate weapon, and I just had point blank on for 90% damage. Now my Mesa has a bunch of other mods on her that are going to make her more survivable and so on, and I have a focus school and such and so it's not going to be necessarily the same. You just want to make sure that this is more for mechanics than anything else. You do want to make sure that you have mods, even if they're flawed. Well, you won't be dealing with flawed mods for too long, but if and when you are, try to chuck those as soon as possible and get you normal mods. Any mods for damage, just do your best to rank them up. Depending on who you started with, whether it's Mag or Excalibur or Volt, just be sure that they're at least modded with something like Vitality or Redirection for extra shield if needed. That'll help your survivability. Otherwise, I'm going to do the best I can, because this is for mechanics' sake.
Has lived under suspicion of possessing Orokin technology that grants him powerful abilities. We cannot
like a
allow
cheaty
this.
shield.
Get to his location, eliminate him. This
Okay,
ship
so
is
basically
crawling
this is
grunts.
only level 8 to
War
10,
will
so
prove difficult.
it's reasonably okay. I say that with caution, because
War has a tendency
it
to
can
play with
be
his prey.
very difficult
Do
at
not let
times. And
yourself
also,
become distracted by
don't
this
be afraid
tactic.
to do this on pubs or bring a team.
You're making this too easy.
Alright, so this is Vor. We're gonna pop him. He's gonna stumble back. Now he's gonna shield himself. Or he's invulnerable. We can just kind of think around. When he comes up again, we shoot him some more,
Target
get the
spotted.
shield
Stay
off.
sharp. This one is a handful.
And he teleports around too and kind of can shield himself again. And there's these little proximity lines that are draining my shield, so you want to do your best to stay away from those.
You will join us. One way.
And he's out, just like that. That was a syndicate proc, that circle with a slash, so don't mind that. That was just a bit extra damage. And now that he's out, he gives us a mod.
Let's get out of here.
Also depending, he'll drop the
Are on the way.
blueprints, component parts of her sword and gun, which are the Cronus and the Seer, which you should pick up if you want to farm him. Once you get the hang of, like, with all the boss fights, also keep in mind that once you get the hang of how to do the boss fight, there are multiple parts and other things that you can collect, the new weapons and so on, that you should farm if you're able and willing to do so. As such, it'll give you a bit more flexibility with, like, oh, okay, I can only use such and such starter weapons or all the MK1 weapons. These are, now granted, the Cronus and the Seer aren't that good, so you'd want to just use them for mastery rank and then pitch them, in my opinion. But that Vor will drop those for you. See, I already got this Seer barrel, and you're gonna have to run these several times because the Seer has several parts as well as a blueprint, and the Cronus I think is a handle and blade perhaps as well as a blueprint. So you're gonna have to run these multiple times because it's random. You might get, I don't know, heaven forbid, 6 Seer barrels in a row or something crazy like that with none other parts. So it might be a bit of a slog at the beginning, but you know, keep after it. A lot in Warframe is a combination of determination and patience, and that's coming from someone who almost quit the game because I was really frustrated with certain aspects of the game and my particular setup at the time. But after a bit of an upgrade and a heck of a lot of patience, I did make it through it. So keep in mind that Warframe is something that you shouldn't rush. Like, don't rush and feel like you have to do everything all at once. I know it is exciting, but it is a bit of a grind, especially in the mid to end game, which is why it's helpful to get in a clan, have some friends who play with you, play on pubs, ask questions and so on, because I think that'll really help. That really did help me in the beginning and still helps me today. I mean, I don't know everything there is to know, and I've spent likely hundreds of hours in the game. I don't know everything there is to know, but I just want to help out a little bit and kind of relive what things were like earlier on and try to go over things for my own benefit as well. Anyway, that'll be the end of this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I appreciate you hanging out. Keep on going with your gaming journey and your life journey too, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!